What if the old rules about money have become relics of a bygone era? Interesting thought. You know the path our parents followed? Go to college, secure a steady job, buy a house, and retire comfortably. Classic blueprint, right? But what if that blueprint is nothing more than a fairy tale now? Yikes, that's a bit unsettling. For an entire generation, this isn't just a hypothetical question, it's their stark reality. So true. Meet Gen Z, a cohort facing an economy that would leave previous generations scratching their heads in disbelief. Wow, what a challenge. They've been labelled as lazy, entitled, and perhaps a bit too obsessed with shopping. That's a harsh judgment, but that's only scratching the surface of their story. The truth is, they're fighting to stay afloat in a turbulent sea of stagnant wages and soaring living costs, where the dream of home ownership feels like a distant mirage. Such a tough situation. Yet here's the twist. From the ashes of this broken system, they're not merely surviving, they're evolving. Incredible resilience. They are boldly rewriting the very definition of wealth itself. Love this. This isn't just a tale of financial struggle, it's a powerful narrative about awakening to the reality that the game is rigged, and then ingeniously discovering new ways to win. Now that's inspiring. This is how Gen Z is hacking the system and redefining what it means to thrive in today's world. Go Gen Z! So what do you do when the real world feels this unstable? You turn to the one place where you feel you have some control, the digital realm. Gen Z are the first true digital natives, and for them, money is something you manage through a screen. Over 90% own a smartphone, which has become their bank, budget, and wallet all rolled into one. Nearly 2/3 use budgeting apps to meticulously track every dollar, and for 75% of them, peer-to-peer payment apps are second nature for zapping money back and forth instantly. But being this plugged in comes with its own set of challenges. Social media isn't just a hangout, it's a massive engine for consumerism. A staggering 58% have purchased something they saw on social media, and 60% are getting their investment advice from finfluencers on platforms like TikTok. This creates a constant pressure to appear successful, even if that image is built on shaky ground. The result? A phenomenon known as doom spending, making small, impulsive purchases to feel better about not being able to afford the big-ticket items like a house or a car. This has fueled a boom in buy now, pay later services, which over half of Gen Z utilises. These apps provide that instant rush of a new purchase without the immediate pain, making everything feel more affordable than it truly is. This is the broke side of the equation. A generation using digital tools to manage their money anxiety, while sometimes falling for the very consumer traps the system sets for them. But if you dismiss Gen Z as merely a bunch of digital consumers, you're overlooking the quiet revolution they're leading. They're not just coping, they're hacking. They've witnessed the mountains of debt their millennial siblings accumulated, and now they're deeply skeptical of traditional banks and the lifestyles they promote. It's not just about avoiding debt. It's a rejection of the entire value system behind it. This is the woke pivot. Their approach revolves around a new set of priorities: sustainability, authenticity, and their own well-being. A remarkable 70% of Gen Z would rather buy from a company they believe is ethical. 62% actively seek out sustainable brands, even if it costs a little more. They're literally putting their money where their values are, with over 40% investing in ESG funds that focus on environmental and social issues. This isn't just investing, it's a form of protest. If they can't own the world, they can at least help build a better one. This has sparked anti-consumerist trends like underconsumption and the no-buy movement, which emphasize frugality, minimalism, and making the most of what you already have. They're also reviving creative, old-school money hacks. For instance, a surprising 69% say they're using cash more often because physically handing over bills makes them spend less. They've even made methods like cash stuffing, using envelopes to budget their money, popular again. And they're completely redefining what work means. They understand that a 9-to-5 job doesn't guarantee security anymore, so many have turned to the gig economy and digital side hustles. About 45% of Gen Z have a side hustle, building their own income through avenues like content creation, affiliate marketing, or online freelance work. For some, These side hustles are actually generating more income than their main jobs, giving them a shot at financial freedom on their own terms. Perhaps the most significant way Gen Z is hacking the system is by completely transforming the definition of success. What a game changer! For past generations, wealth was something you could see. The big house, the fancy car, the designer clothes. So true. For Gen Z, wealth increasingly resembles well-being, freedom, and meaningful experiences. Nearly 2/3 say they prefer peace of mind and personal time over simply accumulating wealth. Priorities straight. They've witnessed the burnout and anxiety that plagued their parents and older siblings, and they're making a conscious choice to recalibrate their expectations. They view financial wellness as a form of self-care. Absolutely. For many, actively managing their money is a way to enhance their quality of life and alleviate the stress that comes with financial insecurity. This generation isn't chasing luxury cars. They're pursuing stability, mental peace, and a secure roof over their heads. This shift is compelling major brands and entire industries to take notice. Companies can no longer slap a logo on a product and expect it to sell. They must be transparent and demonstrate a genuine commitment to social and environmental causes. Authenticity is key. Gen Z wants to support brands that resonate with them personally, that communicate like a friend, and that reflect their worldview. They're not just passive consumers. They wield their wallets to help shape the world they want to inhabit. Loving this activism, Gen Z's story is still unfolding, and they're navigating this landscape in real time. They're pioneers on a new financial frontier, armed with their smartphones and a strong sense of what truly matters. But what do you think? Are these hacks and new mindsets genuine solutions, or merely temporary fixes for a much larger problem? Are you a member of Gen Z hacking the system in your own unique way? Drop your thoughts and your best money hacks in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, if you found this discussion intriguing and want to keep exploring the connections between money, culture, and generational shifts, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next.